Alright guys, first of all I just want to say thank you all for listening to my videos. Got another special one for you. Boy, lately I've been putting my foot in my mouth a lot, okay? And you probably wouldn't know this from these videos because I'm forced to speak. I don't really like talking too much, and to my first point, that's why. Like I just speak the damn truth too much, and maybe at the wrong time. I thought there was never a wrong time to speak the truth, but I go over the top. I'm always putting my foot in my mouth. But anyway, I want to speak on the benefits of speaking less. Okay, actually, I'm taking a vow to do just that. So the timing is perfect. So first thing, it forces you to listen/think. Okay, you can't think when you're just constantly obviously we can't shut our minds off completely, but we can't think consciously when we're just yada yada yada. I mean, you could get a person to do anything so long as you can keep their mouth going. They aren't thinking at their greatest capacity. All right, so it forces you to listen. A lot of us, when we're in conversation, we're just listening so we can just respond as fast as we can. We cut people off mid-sentence and we take that and we run with it. We want to be heard more than we want to listen, and that's a problem. Okay, there's no growth when you're always exercising this. And we got a lot of people, and I saw a meme on this, so I'm not original, but in this regard is that we got a lot of people whose mind is on E but mouth on F. How many people you hear could just talk all fucking day but really have nothing to talk about? They gotta talk about every goddamn thing. Ooh, it's hot outside. Ooh, I'm about to go downstairs. What? About to go wash the dishes. Oh, about to wash them clothes. Yeah, man. What do you always talk about, man? They ain't talking about nothing. Okay? I guess it's actually I'm gonna get to the point later, but we just want to feel like like we're a part of something. Like we're a part of this group. We don't want to feel invisible and all this and that. But I'll get to that later. I'll tie it all together. You know what I'm saying? But again, it forces you to listen, forces you to think, and that's just great for learning. It's great for growing. Okay. So number 2, it stops you from saying stupid shit. Okay. You keep popping off at your jaws, eventually you're going to say some unconscious shit that you can't take back. And I mean, I have that problem not even from just talking too much, or just not talking a lot, but sometimes I just say the wrong thing and it just take a lot of work to undo that. But anyway, it'll force you from saying stupid shit, and to my first point, it will force you to think about what you're about to say before you actually say it, so you can have something of value to add. Which brings me, doesn't really bring me to my third point, but my third point is, it discourages you from trying to fit in and please people. Okay, so if you aren't trying to look to add to every conversation that's going in, when you do add something, it'll probably be of value, which is my fourth point, is that people will value your words more. But to my third point, it'll get you in the habit of not trying to fit in with the crowd, which I think is very important. Because if people truly care about your opinion, they'll ask you. You don't have to interject every conversation with this and that, whatever. I don't even really like to open up the door for debates and things like that. Oh, this is my perspective. This is my perspective. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. And each opinion is getting strengthened, and we're not making progress that way. But if people do inquire about your opinion and what you have to say, then they'll be more receptive to what you have to say. Okay? So it discourages you from trying to fit in. And none of us should be trying to fit in per se, even though we are social creatures. We all have our own unique gifts and perspectives to add, but when you're trying to fit yourself into every conversation and things like that, you are chipping away from who you actually are. So I think it's just best to sit back and listen. You know, be the last one to speak. Listen to listen to the conversation. Get some information from here, some value, and then you speak. You know, and if you don't know, you ask questions and you let them speak even more, which ties all my points together. You listen, okay? You don't have to fit into every conversation, every social setting, every group. It's tiring, okay? It takes away from your colors. It chips at you. And like I said, number 4 is that, you know, people, they just value your words more, okay? And it's like, I don't know, maybe it's not always the case, of course, but it kind of puts people in a position where they're kind of attention seeking, you know, where they want your validation and things like that, because you aren't so quick to give it to people. And, you know, one of the quickest ways to validate someone is through your words. Oh, you're so beautiful, all this and that, you know. So, you know, through always throwing validation and whatever it is at people, they seem to value it a lot less. So definitely you have to find some type of happy medium, but I would side on the side of just say less than what needs to be said, or at the very most you say what needs to be said. I mean, you know, you obviously, I meant to say just stay beneath the line of just what is too much. You don't have to over express yourself all the time. You don't have to give out all the bells and whistles and cover all bases and things like that, because that can truly overwhelm people, and they take shit like that for granted. So you definitely want to be frugal with your words, okay? I hope that makes sense. You know, I wish I could do it through sign language so I don't have all these stutters and say you know a lot, but whatever. And the last one, it just makes you more mysterious. You know, maybe you don't really hold that to high value or whatever. It probably doesn't matter to you if you're mysterious or not, but in matters of attracting the opposite sex, or, you know, attracting people in general, they like the mystery. They like to try to uncover something, and there's nothing wrong with being mysterious, you know. So, and it's not just you abstaining from speaking a lot. It's more so you directing your attention elsewhere. So you're focused on your purpose, or even close, you know, when you're in a group setting or what have you. You know, your mind, although I do recommend being present, I still also recommend taking time to focus on your next move and see where you are in life and see where you want to go. So it's a little bit of give and take. But I think that you should leave some things up to mystery. You don't want to overhype yourself, overbuild things, and then the reality kind of knocks it all over. So I try not to speak too much, even in social media and forms of typing and things like that. I try not to speak too much on what my next move would be, because I don't want to spoil it. I just kind of like to hit them in between the eyes. Now, I do make some announcements. They aren't always heavily received, but I like the shock value that comes from when people realize that, oh wow, you published 10 books and things like that. Because I don't spam people. I don't spam people with my words. I don't hop in their inbox and all that. Whatever's for me is for me. But I'm not going to be trying to, you know, parade myself around here like I'm just this big thing and everybody, oh, you know, get to know me. I'm so cool. I got personality. Got everything working for me. Get to know me. You know, that ain't me. Whoever's for me, whoever's meant to be in my life, in my crowd, you know, in my group, they'll come. But I don't feel this need to wrap this all together. I don't feel this need to fit in and out talk everybody and feel like I have something to offer to every conversation, even if I do have something to add to every conversation that may be taking place in that setting. I want to be the last to speak unless somebody asks me something. Okay? I want to soak up all the game, all the information. Let everybody else make a fool out of themselves. Process of elimination. And here I come in, being the cleaner that I am, that I can be, and just taking a little bit from here, just connecting that. And here's my response. Okay? Boom. Easy chess move. And you don't want to be too predictable. You don't want people to feel like they can, hold you under their thumb. They can read you. They can predict your next move. Stay a mystery, my friends. I hope this video helps.